It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
All right, so now this fourth one, this is one I actually want to give full-time Daniel some credit for, because he kind of threw this one out there as one that he had some intimate familiarity with: online teaching and tutoring as a side hustle.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that Daniel shared that his significant other also did this all through school, and it actually turned out to be pretty lucrative. And she did the work through VIP Kid.
Okay.
And I thought it was interesting. You could make between $14 to $22 an hour.
That's real Chad.
That's actually
legit
pretty
money.
decent, because a lot of these are students, like I said. And think about this as you're coming through. You can do homework help. Another few resources is studypool, tutor.com. That one he put on there. Oh, this is WEARE teachers.com/VIPkid-jobs-reviews.com. We'll make sure Daniel puts that down in the show
somewhere
description,
in there.
because I did not do a good job of
doing.
going through that. But here's the requirements: 4-year degree or pursuing one, strong communication skills, well-versed in at least one common subject.
So obviously these are more lucrative side gigs, but there's more requirements to it, right? Where we said some of the others may not require specialized skill sets. This one certainly does. Certain educational level, certain types of skills to be able to do that. But if that does describe you, this is not a bad place to make a really healthy side hustle income. So if we're looking at pros and cons, first, we already mentioned it can pay well. Daniel let us know that you can kind of make your own hours. It's not like you have the school setting where it's certain times of day and that's the only time you can tutor. You get to kind of be kind of flexible with your schedule. And then you threw this one out there, Brian. You said extending the abundant cycle to others.
Yeah, I like the fact, because I think education is the ladder that helps people crawl out of whatever situation. But you and I are perfect examples of that. Education allowed us to become who we are now. Pay it forward. I love the thought of you going and having that heart of an educator and helping somebody else out, and you get paid for it as well. So it's a win-win.
Some of the cons were, there are barriers to entry such as education requirements or expertise. And because of that and because of the pay, it can be super competitive. So these jobs aren't just lying around. You probably have to be pretty diligent in trying to seek them out.
So that led to Daniel, because I said, Daniel, give me some scoop. What's a financial mutant hack for actually having a better opportunity of getting this job? And what he shared was it's all about networking. So if you can apply through a teacher or a referral of somebody who's already doing this, you're much more likely to get in. By the way, that advice works with so many other things in life, is that if you can find somebody who's already got their foot in the door, it can sure help you. It can help another person out as well.
So again, staying true to form, if we look at the value this can add over a lifetime or over a short period of time, if you can make $20 an hour teaching or tutoring online, then you work 40 hours a month and you pay tax on that, and it allows you to save an extra $560 per month to retirement after taxes, earning 7%. You do it for 5 years. After 30 years, you will have saved $33,600, but the pot of assets that's grown into almost $231,000, close to $250,000 for a little side hustle that you did for 5 years.
I think this is interesting because here's why I'd also approach this, is that I know a lot of people who are doing this, just like what Daniel shared. These are also soon-to-be teachers. These are the experience share we have, is this was somebody going into the field of education. We know a lot of people. You're in school. You're building a lot of student loan debt. Guess what your student loan interest rate is? It's pretty daggone close to 7%. So if you think about the fact that if you can go do this side hustle where you're spreading and learning the skill set and actually expanding what you already plan to do for the rest of your life, you might be able to get out ahead, pay down some of that student loan, or minimize the student loan debt. And that is actual money that you'll be able to hit the ground running and save for the future. Really powerful things.
Love it.